It's 11 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. No, 11 o'clock.
He just said
Did you go live?
yes. I am. But it's recording. Good morning, Reagan and Marin. Good morning, Chris and Joshua. Good morning, Blake. This is not a very tropic vibe song. I would, because it's a little intricate. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Dax. Good morning, Joss. Good morning, Manny and Mia. Better. This sounds a little bit more tropical rainforest. Wait about 1 more minute. Brooks, could you throw me that remote, please? Thanks. I will, Maverick. Thank you so much. Excited. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started today. And as you know, we are starting our tropical rainforest. And I'm going to start by talking about a background. And I already sketched one out here, but it's in pencil, so I'm going to just go over it with my pen on camera. And I decided we should hold our paper this way. We have not done that yet. So it's a different, you don't have to. Again, this is totally your decision, but I'm going to hold my paper like this. Good morning, Eliza and Alexis. Just because I feel like tropical rainforests have all the trees and the lush vegetation, I feel like it should just be growing up. So it felt like to me it should be this way. So I'm going to do it portrait style. So you need a new piece of paper. And if you're not working on your final as we go, if you're just doing practice, you just want to sketch out a background, that's fine too. Wait, let me turn off my music, even though I like it. It sounds very soothing today. All right, so we're going to start by finding about a third, like if we divide our paper into thirds, the top third of the paper, and we're just going to make a line. Now I'm doing this in marker, or pen, but if you were doing it, I would do it in pencil first so that you can erase some of the lines, because you're definitely going to want to erase those lines. Okay, and then I just did like a couple of mountains back here, like way back in the back. I'll just have a little bit of background, but then I have, this is water that's coming over the mountains, and it's going to be a river that's going to go through. And a lot of it will be covered up by adding animals. So then when the water hits here, this is when it hits the ground and starts coming down a river. So that way we can put animals along the water. We can put animals in the water, and then we'll have animals back here. And then on this background area, we're going to start drawing some trees. And we can also be drawing trees as we go down. So I just drew a tree right here because we're going to draw something on a tree today. And then I drew a second tree. The branch kind of goes like this. I might have made this one a little too high. And I drew this hollow in the tree. You're going to see why. And the reason I did draw the two trees at first, because two of our animals are going to be tree related today. We're probably going to put in more trees and fill in more vegetation, because it's very lush, very green in the tropical rainforest. And then we also have the water, which adds to the moisture in the air. Hey, when I hold it like this, it sort of looks like it's the waterfall in the background and the water's front. That looks pretty cool. All right. So back to our animals. We're starting with our animals. The first one is a bird. Lots of birds in the rainforest. And this bird, if you're a big fan of Fruit Loops, you know who it is. It's a toucan. And the toucan is a brightly marked bird with a large, very large bill, and usually it has some color on it. And there's actually 40 species of them, and there's lots and lots of different colors. There's no wrong way to color in your toucan. You can make it all kinds of colors. I made mine what you would typically think of, with reds and oranges and yellows and a little bit blue. And then they make nests in the hollows of a tree. That's why I drew that hole in the tree, because that's where they would build their nest in there. I actually saw a photo of a toucan that was like coming out of the hollow of the tree. It was pretty cool. And they are found, either they move around together either in pairs or flocks. And they eat mostly fruit. So that's one thing you could also draw. I didn't do that, but I might make, I'm not sure which fruits are found in the tropical rainforest. That might be a good thing to research, and add that kind of tree by your toucan so he can eat it. Yes, we are going to draw this. All right. Oh no. I just realized I left all of my drawing stuff upstairs. But that's okay. We're just going to have to do this from my final. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're going to start with making sort of the round part of the head. It's going to go like that. It looks a little strange for a second, but it'll make sense pretty soon. And then off of that, we're going to make the bill. And like I said, the bill is really big. And the top part is slightly bigger than the bottom. And usually has some markings on it. I just made my markings right at the end there, but sometimes it has more stripes or more different colors on here. Good morning, Natalie. It's a black mamba, a kind of snake. All right, so then we're going to add another color patch. It's going to go down like this and here. And this is just one that I looked at to get an idea. Then we're going to continue with this line here to do his feather, or his wing, I should say. Oh, that's interesting. A bill is made of just like our fingernails. That's interesting. They kind of use it for the same things we would use fingernails for. Use it as a tool. That's how they maybe make a hole bigger. I think one of the holes that they use in trees, if it's not already hollowed out naturally, like if a woodpecker already creates a small hole and then leaves the area, then they would use it to dig out and make the hole bigger so they can fit inside. All right, so then we're going to bring this down around, and it has some feathers here. Oh, interesting. So it doesn't weigh a lot. That would make sense. That's pretty cool. Good info, Reagan. All right, then we're going to do its other wing that's going to come down this side. Oops, sorry. And then he has his feet and his talons. And I had him on a branch. So if you want to draw his feet in, and then you can kind of draw the branch in too. And then he's going to have a tail that would then come below the branch. And then I did like around the area yellow, and then I put some blue here that faded into black, some red parts of the tail, oops, a red on the bottom of the beak, and I'll show you my final. Well, we're doing Savannah, so maybe we'll do a black mamba in Savannah. Let me write that down. And I don't know if anybody's a basketball fan out there, but Black Mamba was Kobe Bryant's nickname, and then what he named all of his basketball teaching that he did after he retired. So it's important to us in our health. Okay. If I can do something here. Give me a sec, everybody. I'm not sure. All right, so then our next one, I put this over, is going to be a snake, because I know snakes were really big for people. And I looked at what cool snakes I could do that wrapped around a tree. I believe that was Reagan that we could do that. So I looked up an anaconda. And the anaconda is non-venomous, did not know that, but it's the heaviest and longest snake that is alive today. And it can get to be about 17 feet long. And they're found in the tropical rainforest of the Amazon. So that fits our criteria for this week. And they eat fish and birds and mammals and reptiles. They eat a ton of stuff there. So the tree that we made, so I put my toucan on this tree. And then I made my anaconda wrapped around this branch here. So we're going to start by making a branch. so it's easier to show you how to do it. So I'm going to start here. Sorry, I have. All right, so let's start by making a branch. You don't really like to have these extra little things here. You might make it look leafy. Okay, so we're going to start, with the front part of the snake. And you're just going to make a little curved line at the left part of your branch. And it's going to come down. And then this part here comes down as well. So obviously you're going to erase these lines of the tree. We're going to go ahead the rest of the body. So then you're going to do another round here. I'm going to make a little circle around here. And this goes up like this. Again, erase, erase. You can see it kind of goes around there. Actually, this should be. Then we're going to do another bump. And then round. And then, so basically you're making little C's around the branch and then bumps on top. I just realized this should go out a little bit more. So erase that line like that. Should be a little bit longer. And then you're going to draw the tail that's coming from the back side. Like that. Then you can see how it's wrapped around. And now we're going to draw the face. We're going to start with the face by let's see. The shape I can't really explain. So I'm just going to hold it like that for a second. And then we're going to, it's going to be an open mouth. And you have teeth. Tongue. I'll hold that. I know that was a lot in one step that I just did. Then we just need to connect this line to here, and then this one comes down. I made that a little too wide there. I'll probably bring it in. Erase that. And make little nose holes. Then you have your snake. And then when I did the snake, when I colored it in, I think generally the Anaconda is a green color. So I did dark green dots and then a lighter green body. And then I shaded the inside of the mouth black, like a light, sort of like a gray, use my black, and then a red tongue. Hanky, come here. Look. Come here. All right, that didn't work. I thought you'd come. All right. Oops. Gosh. Sorry about any of them. I was looking at them. Everything was okay. All right. And our last one for today is a semi-aquatic reptile with webbed feet swimming. And it's Greek for lizard, and it's the crocodile. And it eats fish and land mammals and amphibians and birds and reptiles. So it eats pretty much anything, and it attacks. It attacks big, big mammals that you wouldn't really expect to. I think we should do a tiger, and I don't know if any on here. Maybe Reagan probably did. We learned about an artist, and his name just totally went in my head. And he did paintings of tropical rainforests, and he always tigers and monkeys and orange trees. Reagan, if you can remember his name, something. I can't. Totally lost on me. And I don't believe I did this unit with 4th grade this year. I would have done it, but even about now. Oh, Henry Rousseau, just remembered it. So yes, we should include a tiger. Along there, but they're a great color to add color to ours. We're gonna have a lot of green because I obviously told you I did the snake green. The crocodile will be a green or brown. So we need something bright like a tiger. That would be awesome. All right, so we are going to do this crocodile. Like I said, I left all the stuff upstairs. So let's see if I do this. All right, get this here. Okay. I'm not going to be able to see your comments. So I have something to help me. All right, so we're going to start with its head. We're going to start with 2 bumps for the eye area, and then a smaller bump that's going to go down to its nose. Near the nose, he has elongated snout. Start with this. And then we're going to do his snout. Sort of a little bumpy. I might have made that a little too bumpy. We'll change. And then his bottom part of his mouth. Now we have his basic face in there. Let's go ahead and draw the rest of the body. So we're going to start with making a line. And then his back that goes around to a tail.
Are you listening right now? Are you getting what you figure out in a second? He's on. They're already out of the table.
All right, so then for the tail, you're going to align back in like this.
It's too much. We need some face cakes in there, but yeah.
We're going to go on the other side of the tail and bring it around here and stop. And then belly, stop, and chest, stop. Now let's do first arm or foot, I guess. So we're going to do one right here. It's going to come around like this, and then have its foot. Give it a little wrinkles. We have another foot back here. We're just going to do a line that goes here and then sort of along the belly. So we have some, like, not scales, but sort of like a different type of skin texture under there. Now let's go ahead and fill in his, oh, we need his other foot. So it's one more foot that you can see, and it's this one back here. And you can do some more claw looking things. Didn't really do that. Now we're going to give him some eyes. And I gave him the kind of eyes that overcolored that one. That's all right. I should have put the people a different way, but it's fine. And a little nostril. Let's give him some teeth. And a tongue. My eyes look really weird. They look better on my final. They look really weird on this one. And then looks like he has more of the weird skin under his mouth too. Okay, then he has lots of spikes that go down his back. And also his tail. And then okay, so that's our alligator, our crocodile. I'm going to show you my final. I really hate the way these eyes came out. It looks really strange. So here is how I mine. So like I said, vertical. And I did a lot of background stuff really light, like I traced over that water in case I need to erase it. You can see up at the top, I have my toucan facing his hole in this tree. I also didn't color that in case I wanted to add more greenery around it. Then I have my anaconda around the tree. I really missed a whole bunch of stuff they're talking about. Oh, the anaconda would kill the crocodile. Probably. I don't know. An intense situation, and my crocodile down at the bottom. So he's right by the water. You can sort of see him there. Hank! All right, so we'll finish out this week by working on us, but we won't be finished it tomorrow. So we'll continue this into next, and then maybe midweek next week we'll start a new environment. Oh, look, thank you. Somebody got you in here with a fake out. A fake out, right? He faked you out to come in here. I know you didn't want to. All right. So everybody have a great day. Today's a great day to get outside. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow. Here. Like I said, keep going on our rainforest tomorrow next week, and then we'll start another one later in the week. So Hank says bye. Wondering why I'm doing that. In the hand jive. All right. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.